Instead of escaping your reality, you should do yourself a favor and escape your fucking comfort zone. You have to understand that every day you wake up and you pick up the vape, you pick up the alcohol, and you slowly dissipate and evaporate yourself into the mist of being nothing in fucking life, to sit there and slowly kill yourself, unconsciously, to have the unconscious motivation to kill yourself through addiction. I mean, you need to wake the fuck up. You're either gonna escape your reality that you can't fucking escape, or you're gonna look in the mirror, you're gonna understand that you have to pursue your personal development, and you're actually gonna take steps forward in fucking life. So every time you pick up that vape, every time you pick up the drink, every time you pick up the smoke, every time you pick up the overindulging in food, remember you are rendered mentally inferior. And you have to understand that the only superiority is conduct. To conduct yourself in a high degree, to conduct yourself in a way where you are perceived as superior, to never deviate from your best interest. As an organism on fucking earth, to go against your best interest is to be rendered inferior to every fucking creature on the planet that fucking breathes, because every fucking creature on the planet that breathes doesn't go against his fucking best interest. But you as a human, to have billions of fucking neurons in your brain and to not fire off one in the direction to realize that every time you overeat, you're gonna be fat as fuck, you're gonna be insecure as shit, and you're gonna be a bitch, especially when you're in the fucking existential awareness of someone who looks better than you. So do yourself a favor and make moves to be better in life. Make moves to progress with yourself and to get stronger. I mean, when you go to the gym, you're getting stronger. Do you rather remain weak? So you're committed to being weak then. So you committed yourself to being weak. So when we call you a weak piece of shit, the fuck are you feeling apathetic for? Look in the mirror and confront that pussy before you feel some type of emotional current that is going to reverberate out of your mind and then manifest into this pussy ass behavior. Bitch! Remember, you only live once. And to sit there in this weakness and to stifle an addiction and to never confront who the fuck you really are, who is that bitch, porn addicted piece of shit, can't get off fucking Pornhub, can't get off X videos, can't even look in the mirror and be proud of that individual that they inhabit every fucking day. You have to understand that you are a reflection of your habits, and you inhabit, the habitual fucking armor of what you put your energy into. So what you put your energy into is going to reflect in your fucking reality. So when you look in the mirror and you realize you're a fat bitch, addicted bitch, and you don't do shit to fix it, well, it's a reflection of your fucking habits, you dumbass. So do yourself a favor and fix your fucking habits, because you're leaking that pussy energy into the environment, and people can actually sense that shit because you're not deprived out of the essence of life like you. So every day you wake up and you don't take a step forward to confront the individual that you are, which is that porn addicted, vape addicted, life squandering, you are a parasite to yourself. You have a parasitic symbiosis to yourself as you latch onto yourself and you suckle off of your own essence of life and deplete yourself when you always had the choice to be more, to become more, to provide more, and to give more life and to give breath instead of take it. And so when we provide accountability for the lack of within your life, well, the feeling of feeling like shit is God telling you you're a bitch, so you should do some shit to fix some shit. Instead of complain about some shit and project some shit, do some shit to fix some shit. It's that fucking simple. And every day you wake up and neglect the responsibility to not fix the piece of shit reflecting back at you. And life is a fucking mirror. So every time you feel some type of way about your life and the way it's set up, remember that your life is a direct fucking reflection of you in honesty. And to not make that reflection, to not refine it and redefine it into what you believe it's worth, to change yourself and then reflect that into your life. Everyone wants the better fucking life. Everyone wants the high quality. No one wants to become the high quality. If you want high quality, you need to become high quality. And you don't need to wake up and, automatically receive it. You need to prove to yourself that you're fucking worth it by waking up every day and pursuing the best version of you. The version that doesn't feel apathetic and, guilty and shameful, but the version of you who will look in the mirror and understand that the power is within them, and where, you point the finger, the power goes. So if you point the finger externally, you'll never have control over your life. But the moment you point it to yourself and you actually gather and foster the strength to actually take steps forward and to grow and to let go of what is keeping you chained to mediocrity, to let go of what is keeping you fucking chained to the dungeon, to suffer in your inadequacy, and then to reverberate and to postulate that as you walk around as a undone piece of stifling shit. Understand that you always had the opportunity to grow, but you never had the eyes to see it. Gather the strength to see the opportunity, and don't be surprised when everything flows your fucking way. All you have to do is be positive and everything will flow your way. It's called flow state. So do yourself a favor, become positive, chase down your flow state, and become the best version of you. Every day is flow state day, and if you're not in a state of flow, well, you're definitely going to be suffering in this quantitative state of being when it's supposed to be qualitative. You're supposed to have a quality experience in life. To not have a quality experience in life is to deviate from the law of the universe, which is to expand. Because if you are constantly expanding mentally, spiritually, physically, you are in a state of flow. Because that is exactly what the fuck we're in. Every day when we wake up and hit that 3 a.m. wake up, when we wake up and we hit that 3:45 a.m. workout at the 24-hour gym, we did that. And now at the 5 a.m. gym, we're there at 5 a.m. right when it opens. We're always pursuing the best self. When we're not in the gym training, we're reading books. We're looking at knowledge that we can use to build ourselves in a better image. When we're not, reading, well, now we're working on the business. Now we're working on our craft. Now we're working on ourselves. You are the work of life. And the moment you begin working on yourself is the moment you have the opportunity to work towards and for better causes above yourself. And there you transcend yourself, and now things will come to your way. It's called abundance when you start fixing problems for other people. But until then, you have to understand that it's the who, it's not the how. If you feel like you can't escape your reality, if you feel like you're being tortured in your life, understand that it's who. It's not how, it's who. And if you're not the who, the shit's not going to get fucking done. You need to become the blueprint. Become the blueprint and watch as the blueprint begins to build in front of you. You need to become the who. It's that fucking simple. If you're not the individual you admire, well, guess what? Your reality is going to be some bullshit. And then when you expire, no one's going to fucking miss you. You're not going to build nothing. You're going to be a fucking wagey, brokey, slavey your entire fucking life. And then when you die, you're just going to give over a trust fund with barely any fucking bare minimum. You guys are living bare minimum. Do yourself a fucking favor and unveil your potential through brute, sheer, harsh willpower of waking up every fucking day and chasing down the best version of you with a fucking axe and hacking at the lowest version of you in his fucking face until that shit's fucking gone. It's no other way. There's no other path. The other path is failure, and the other path is to not even try and quit before you even started. Every time you broke, in every position and mental disposition that you broke, and you couldn't handle it, it was too much for you, bitch! It's when the fuck we found out we were unbreakable. Link in the description, self-development community. Go ahead and get yourself right mentally, because you're mentally fucking ill if you externally need substances to launch yourself in a state of homeostasis through heterostasis, which is fucked. So do yourself a favor, join the fucking community, and DM me on Instagram if you feel like you need to reach out. Peace!